In this session, we're going to step outside of our abstract thinking mind, the one that seems to monopolize most of our day and take up all of our energy, so much that we don't really notice what's going on around us. Everything else seems to occur in its shadow or in the background behind our obsession with the thinking mind. And we just wish that we could step outside of it or step away from it, but we can. So just to set this up in less than 30 seconds, let's imagine that our awareness, which is always there, because if not, we wouldn't be aware I was even talking, but let's imagine that awareness is always bouncing around from one thing to the other, like a pinball in a pinball machine. It bounces from a thought to another thought, to a memory, to a plan, to something that we've done, to a feeling in the body or a pain in the back, and then we start worrying about that. And what we're going to do is try and take that idea, but settle our awareness in one place with a very powerful visualization, and anchoring the awareness on that visualization. So we'll start straight away. Make yourself comfortable, sitting or lying down. If you're lying down, try not to fall asleep. You can have eyes open or closed. So we'll begin by taking 5 completely aware breaths, counting from 5 down to 0. So 5 in and 5 out. If you get to 4 and you find that, like a pinball, you've bounced out of awareness of the breath and straight to a thought, that's fine. Just notice it's happened and go back to 5. This isn't the main practice. This is just setting us up for the main practice. If you notice there's any tension in the body, you can breathe that out as you exhale. You can breathe in spaciousness and breathe out that tension or that stress that you're holding. Let the breath become slower. Feel yourself becoming heavier and more relaxed. And then you're going to imagine a black circle, perfectly round black circle, or if it helps, you can imagine a black orb, like a sphere or a ball. But this circle or this sphere or this orb is on a completely empty white background. So in your mind's eye, there's just this empty whiteness everywhere, and at the very center of it, there's this black circle, this black orb. And that black circle, that black orb, contains the focus on your breath. So as you breathe in, just notice that the circle starts to expand slightly with the breath. And as you breathe out, as you let the breath slide away, the circle just contracts or shrinks again. And it follows your breath perfectly, expanding and shrinking as you inhale and you exhale. Now you notice that you placed that ball at the center of the white background, and that was for a reason. Because every time your awareness is pulled or enticed towards a thought or a plan or a memory, the location of that ball is going to start to shift. If I go to a thought, or I become obsessed by an itch on my back, that ball is going to move somewhere else on that white background. And I'll very clearly notice that happening. And as soon as I notice that's occurred, I just let go of the object that it has been pulled towards, like the thought, and I simply let the circle or the ball return back to center. I don't have to do anything. This is a letting go of effort, almost no effort, because it takes effort to move that ball to a new thing and to keep it there. That requires effort. To let it fall back to center, to return to itself, is a letting go, is a release, is a relaxation of any doing or any effort. So keep monitoring that circle, that sphere in your head. Become as fascinated by its detail as you like. Feeling it expand, feeling it shrink, localizing and locating all of your awareness at that black circle in the middle of that white background. And just stay with that for a few moments on your own. If you notice now that it has shifted, if your circle has moved somewhere else on that background, simply let go of the effort of clinging to the new thing. Just let it return to center where it naturally lives or rests. When it does shift, you'll also notice that there is an internal movement in the body. It feels as if you're physically moving the awareness to a new object, or you're being pulled towards a new object. When you feel that tension or that agitation or that movement occurring, simply soften your grip and allow the circle to fall back to center. Let it rest there. All of the awareness located in that one circle, completely present with the expansion and the shrinking as your breath moves, not needing to go or attend to anything else whatsoever. Noticing how completely effortless it is just to rest in that stillness, being at the center. Be aware of that feeling of stillness, not constantly bouncing around the pinball table of your thoughts. So just rest awareness. Simply knowing and aware. Located at the center. And you can stay with this practice for as long as you want, or return to it as often as you remember during your day. But if you feel like it's coming to a point to end it now, just bring 5 breaths back into your body, but these breaths are slightly deeper, slightly more active, and they fill your body from the fingers to the toes and the crown of your head. reconnecting the awareness to the physical body that you've forgotten all about. Gently wiggling your fingers, maybe taking a nice stretch or rubbing your hands or your face together, and opening your eyes whenever you're ready. But taking this much more present feeling with aware as our primary experience with us through our day. I hope that was useful. I'll see you in the next video.